Quick question. Do you know whether you're paying taxes on your retirement money now or later? Well, if you hesitated even just for a second there, this video can save you a fortune. Hey guys, I'm Knock, and whether you came here through my retirement plan intro or you found this video directly, you're about to learn one of the most important tax decisions you ever make. Now, if you're watching this, I will assume that you're someone who truly cares about understanding their money. And the more you understand your money, the more likely it'll be there for you at the end of the road. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to take you on a journey to understand the difference between paying taxes on the seed versus paying taxes on the harvest, and why that choice could worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to your future self. Let's dive right in. So at some point in your career, you'll be presented with a fork in the road. Okay, maybe not this fork. There you go. Now imagine you're standing at a fork in the road. Every retirement plan, whether it's a 401k, 403b, 457b, or TSP, presents you with the same choice. On path 1, you get the traditional route, which means you get a tax break now and deal with the taxes later. Or path 2, the Roth. You pay taxes now and never pay them again. Most people pick a path without understanding where each one leads. But by the end of our journey today, you see exactly where both paths take you and why one might cost you a fortune while the other one keeps over hundreds of thousands in your pockets for the future you. Let me introduce you to someone who's about to make this choice. Meet Sarah. She's 35, works at a tech company, and gets paid $6,500 every 2 weeks. That's about $169,000 annually. Now, Sarah decides she wants to save $1,000 each paycheck for retirement. Sarah chooses the traditional path. Let's follow Sarah's paycheck to see exactly how traditional 401k works. Sarah makes $6,500 bi-weekly, and she puts $1,000 into her traditional 401k. Here's the magic. That $1,000 come out before any taxes are calculated. So instead of paying taxes on her full $6,500, she only paid taxes on the $5,500. When the dust settles, Sarah's take-home pay is about $3,429. She just saved $1,000 for retirement and got an immediate tax break doing it. Now let's see what Sarah actually saved in taxes by choosing traditional. So while Sarah contributed $1,000 to her retirement, she paid about, let me round it up to $377 less in taxes this year. It's like getting a 37% discount on her retirement contribution. Now the government is essentially helping her save for retirement, or so she thought. But here's what Sarah doesn't realize. She just made the deal with Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam said, "Okay, Sarah, we'll let you skip paying taxes on that $1,000 today, but we're going to want our money back later with interest." Now, Sarah has a twin, and her name is Rachel. Rachel has the same exact job, same pay, same everything, but she chooses the Roth path. Let's follow her money flow. Rachel makes the same $6,500 gross pay, but with Roth, she pays taxes on the full amount first. Then, after Uncle Sam will take his cut, she contributes $1,000 to her Roth 401k with what's left over. So her net take-home pay is about $3,052. So it's about $377 less than Sarah's traditional approach. Rachel thinks, "Man, this sucks. My sister's getting a better deal than me." But Rachel just made a completely different deal with Uncle Sam. She said, "Hey, I'll pay my taxes today at today's rate, but this money is mine forever. You can never touch it again." Now let's look at what's going on fast forward 30 years later. Both sisters contributed $1,000 every 2 weeks for 30 years. That's about $780,000 in total contributions each. With a 7% average annual return, both of the account grew to the same amount, $2.1 million. Now they're both 65 and ready to retire. Here's where their path diverged dramatically. Both Sarah and Rachel worked for 30 years, contributed the same amount, and both reached retirement at 65 with exactly $2.1 million in their account. Now here's where it gets interesting. They both want to withdraw $100,000 per year to live on, but watch what happens. Sarah chose the traditional route, so she gets hit with taxes every single year. Each time she withdraws $100,000, the government takes $28,000 in taxes, and she actually gets to keep $72,000 take home each time. Whereas Rachel, she chose the Roth, so she already paid taxes decades ago. She would draw $100,000, zero taxes. She keeps the full $100,000 take home every time. Now, you might be wondering, wait, how can they withdraw $3 million over 30 years if they only started with $2.1 million? Here's the key. Their money doesn't just sit there during retirement. It just keeps growing. Even while they're taking out $100,000 each year, their accounts are still earning, let's just say, 5% annually. So the $2.1 million keeps growing even as they withdraw from it. That's how over 30 years they can each withdraw $3 million in total while still having money left in their accounts. But here's the devastating difference. Sarah paid $840,000 in taxes over 30 years while Rachel paid zero. Same starting point, same withdrawal, but Rachel ends up with $840,000 more in her pocket simply because she understood the tax game and chose to pay on the seed instead of harvest. But wait, there's one more twist in Sarah's story. At age 73, even if Sarah doesn't need the money, Uncle Sam forces her to start taking what's called the required minimum distributions from her traditional account, aka RMD. Uncle Sam calls up Sarah and he goes, Sarah, you've deferred taxes long enough, girl. Start withdrawing whether you need it or not. I need my money. Pay me back my taxes. On the other hand, Rachel's Roth account, no required withdrawals ever. The money can sit there growing tax-free forever. Here's the journey that we just took. We met two sisters who made different deals with the government. Sarah chose the traditional path, where she paid taxes on the harvest. Now, while she got the tax break on $780,000 in contribution, she'll pay taxes later on upon withdrawal. And over her lifetime, she'll pay about $840,000 in taxes. Now, let's look at Rachel. She picked the Roth. She was like, hey, I'll pay taxes on the seed. So she chose to pay taxes on the $780,000 in contribution up front. But later on, she'll never get taxes again upon withdrawal. She gets to keep about $840,000 more during retirement. So the question for you guys here is, would you rather pay taxes on the seed or the harvest? So would you rather pay taxes on $780,000 today, or would you choose to do it at $3 million later? Neither choice is right or wrong. It all just depends on whether you think tax rate will be higher or lower when you retire and whether you want the tax certainty that Roth provides. Now that you understand this tax choice that could impact hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money, it's time for your specific retirement plan and all its unique features, the fees, the rules, the limitations, and what nobody explained when you enrolled. Now find your situation below. Let's decode what your specific plan actually means for you. Whether you're in a corporate America with a 401k, working as a teacher or a nonprofit healthcare worker with a 403b, a government or state employee with a 457b, or U.S. military or federal employee with a TSP, each plan has its own post-check coming. Each video will show you the specific features and consideration for your plan type. Choose your path, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll continue this journey into your specific plan's reality. See you guys in the next video.